many gunshots for so many years that some people in Shreveport are becoming numb to the violence.
But the violence bears the burden we all are paying. We examine
from paganism. The brothers that stay out in that, that's all we talk about.
You see the prophets out here with the gospel, you think that we playing or something, we playing or something. You see the army and yeah, we the sons of God and we stand for something. Israel, is to have power with God and man prevail. You know that Israel will flex on them. Jesus ain't mad cause I know why they raging. Yeah, they know the most high God. So step on them, step on them, step on them, step on them. Step on them, yeah, step on them, yeah, step on them, 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 yeah, step on them, yeah, step on them, yeah, step on them, yeah, step on them, 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 step on his arms, step on his legs, step on his chest, step on his head. Let me just beat him in back of the head and remind him about all of the things that he did.
You do look familiar though. What's your name, King?
My name's Nate.
Nate, nice to meet you, bro. Know what we teaching?
Yeah, I'm up here grasping the principle.
Grasping. So, what we teaching that we are the 12 tribes of Israel. Can you find yourself on the side? What America call you?
Black.
Black. Oh, so where's the land of black at? Where's the land of Mexican? And it don't exist, right? So, what does God call you? Got something right here. It says, on the side, man call us some, which is a lie, right? It's 18 nations in the Bible. They call us American blacks, right? After two white men, Americo Vespucci, right? And Scipio Africanus, two white men. We don't come from two white men. If you look over here, you'll be called Judah. Judah. Now, that's the most powerful tribe in the 12 tribes of Israel. Not you, but Christ came from the bloodline of Judah. Christ came from Judah. Did you know the Jews are black? The real Jews? That's who we are. That's what we teaching our people. Guess what? We was out here teaching earlier. Guess what happened? They called the police on us. Can you believe that?
Yes, I can.
Why? Why I say it?
Because that's just how the world works. That's how the system works. Anytime you see black people gathered together, trying to inform one another, it's great to society.
It's a problem, right? It's a problem. But the thing about it, what are we reading from? We reading what? The Bible, the scriptures. There's a church, right? They supposed to be reading the Bible too. So how you gonna have a problem with us reading the Bible? And you know, they're not teaching the truth enough. For instance, they paying tithes. Tithes is done away with. It was never mine either. So I'm telling these people, hey, tell your pastor, prove to you that you gotta pay tithes. They won't even do it. They scared to ask the pastor anything. That's a man of God. They,
Tithes was collected from people in the neighborhood on a Monday. They went around the neighborhood and they collected what people had to offer, and some people gave 10%, some people gave extra. That's what tithing is for. Collected to give the people who God bless.
Yeah, it was like the stranger, but it was
That had nothing to do with a church service.
yeah, it was a specific tribe of people. You know what I'm saying? 12 tribes of Israel. We had one tribe called Levi, right? Levi did the animal sacrifice. They had no land inheritance with the rest of us. So what we did was, like you said, we collected the fruits, vegetables, and the ox, and we brought it to Jerusalem, and we gave it to them. And then guess what? They dispersed it and they gave it to the strangers. It was never money. Now we got money in the Bible showing you that if you came from too far, if you was too far away, you might have been in the southern tip of Africa, right? You had to come to Jerusalem, the northern tip of Africa. You will sell that oxen, right? Get the money, and then when you get to Jerusalem, you're gonna buy it back and give it to the Levite. Now, the pastors manipulate the scriptures with a man around God today. They've been pimping out people for years. That's why they get mad when we come out here teaching the truth. They're not teaching them they're the greatest people on earth. They gotta repent. So how can we change the problems in our community today, my brother? How can we change the mindset of the young black man and the killing?
I mean, in my eyes, the quickest way to change people that's in the world killing each other now is to manipulate. Back in the days, you would have people that didn't have a problem of coming and tell a youngster, hey man, you know what?
Teach these youth, right?
Goal 32 unifies us or unites us. Ain't no unity no more. Because Now, if I start talking, I'm gonna tell you, my honest belief is when we all come together as one, we have just made the image of God. You know what I'm saying? When we come together as one, as a whole, and we stop fighting each other, and we stop killing each other, and we realize the power that we have when we are standing as one, we're undefeatable. We are. I give you the power to perform those miracles. I give you the power to move that mountain. You can split the sea just like Moses. You can do all those things. But we all overlooked it because television done brainwashed us. It done made you. Every superhero that was created, it was based off a powerful individual that really exists in this world that was walking around with skin of bronze. You know what I'm saying? We are the indigenous aborigines. I don't believe I come from Africa. I believe Africa is here. Africa is there. I believe that this right here is where my people come from. The Indians, the indigenous aborigines that took the land from us and then lied to us about who we were.
Right. No, we agree with everything you said, because like you said, everybody come on the slave ship. Some of us were already over here, but some of us did come from Africa. But before you came to America, you was in Africa, the northern tip of Africa, which is Jerusalem. I'm gonna get that in the Bible, but let me show you real quick. Just like you said, back in the day when we was growing up, we had older men in the community that would tell us we was doing wrong. They would speak to us. Now, that the old man out here acting a fool, acting an idiot, or they docile and weak these days. Read this.
Look at Job, chapter 32.
Yeah, do what? They trying to prove that they cool with them. That's crazy. That's crazy. They trying to be their friend. They supposed to be the example. Read this.
Job, chapter 32, verse 7. I said, days should speak, and multitude of years should teach wisdom.
So if you're older, an older man, an older sister, you're supposed to be able to teach wisdom to the youth, but they don't do that because they lack wisdom. Like we were speaking to the older brothers over there, they was rejecting everything we were saying. They was making excuses why they can't do this and that when they come and scrap the same Bible they claim they believe on.
That's
so they failing us. Give me Zephaniah 2 real quick.
You ever heard of dogma?
I never heard of it.
Dogma is a belief based off of religion, or let's say your principal taught you this, your mom taught you this when you were a child. People have dogmatic beliefs, and it's hard to break them when no one is teaching people how to live them. Like, so it's hard for me to accept your knowledge that you're trying to give to me, and you're not showing me that you're really trying to help me. You're just telling me your opinion, and I'm not talking about you.
I understand.
That's how dogmatic beliefs are so deeply buried into people. You have to give them a reason to want to look into something different.
Right on. Let's get Zephaniah 2 on real quick. He said something like this. Get that.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desire.
God commanded us to get ourselves together in these last days. Get ourselves together. Hey, come out the religions. Come out the false religions. Because God never gave us religion. You can't find religion in the Bible. God gave us the commandment. He said we are the Israelites, God's chosen people. Now let me show you, give me 2nd Ezra real quick. I'm gonna show you how we know that everybody didn't come on the slave ships, but a lot of us did, right? So you will be from the northern, so you say you're indigenous.
I got a question.
You be Native American, so-called Native American.
A lot of us came on the slave ship.
Yeah, a lot of us came on the slave ship.
Think about the ship. When was the motor invented? When they claimed that they brought all of these so-called slaves on the slave ship, the motor wasn't even invented. And millions of Africans came on. They had a way to carry this many.
Yes, it was an African. A lot of us died, though. A lot of us died.
Let me tell you, my great-grandma, she was born in 1896. She died in 2006. She was 110 years old when she died. On her birth certificate, it said Cherokee Indian. My great-grandpa that was married to her, he was a Choctaw Indian and a French man. When they got together and they had my grandma, her birth certificate said color. It's a disconnection.
Yeah.
2 Indians made a colored person.
The thing about it, we the same people, what I'm saying. Some so-called Native Americans, indigenous people of America, right? They got shipped to Spain. Came back from Spain, as they classify them as color. We're the same people. Even in the books, in the history books, it's saying that black Indians, they'll say like copper-colored Indians and all this and that. They say they like the African original Israelites. We the same people. Yeah, we the same people.
Mexicans.
Yeah.
They all dark. Iranians.
Iranians are our people.
I'm telling you, we all,
we
all connected.
Yeah, we the same like the so-called black Hispanic everywhere. Right. Let me get the time when we came over here before the numbers came. Give me that.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 40.
And just like in Egypt, right? We built the pyramids. That was our forefathers. We were slaves. We got pyramids all throughout Central South America. Evidence, right? Even the Olmec heads, right?
Those are the 10 tribes.
What?
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king.
So the 10 tribes are the so-called Hispanics, Native Americans, what you want to call them, right? Indigenous people. So if you look on the bottom of the picture, you see these things called fringes, just like we got on our thing today. You know they want this. The people want this stuff. We got brothers. We still got brothers in the school. Matter of fact, he know he's so-called indigenous. We say so-called because God called you Israelite. At the end of the day, you're Israelite. A prince that has power with God at the end of the day. But we know that we was here before the white man came over here. This land belonged to us. But why are we suffering? We teaching our people why are we suffering and how it ended up this way and how we gonna reverse this. Read.
10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters. And so they came into another land.
So y'all came into another land, read.
But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
So y'all got together and said, we're going to leave the multitude of these other people alone. We're going to go and serve our God in a different place. Read.
And they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Because no man ever dwelled here before y'all was here. Y'all came here, and this is how we can call y'all indigenous people. Because y'all was here first. Not Colombians. We know that's the devil the Bible speak of. All these conquistadors, why you got different last names and divided us up, we know who we are, and we teaching the truth. The pastor's not teaching this. Read.
That's right.
That they may keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
Because y'all went into captivity because y'all broke God's laws before the southern kingdom. I come from the southern kingdom. I'm a Jew. Now, you're not a Jew, but you're an Israelite. We all Israelites, but Jew is short for Judah, the kingdom of Judah or the tribe of Judah.
I can go deeper into what a Jew is as well.
Which they never kept.
A Jew is actually a descendant from Judah. Bloodline came from Judah.
Deeper than that, because Jew came from your original chakra system. And
what?
Your original chakra system. The chosen people of God had all of their chakras unlocked. And when your chakras are unlocked, they're Jews. And that's when they came up with the word Jew.
I know, I never heard this. You gotta show me in the Bible.
I can show you this.
Where's in the Bible?
I'll show you. Go ahead and read.
Yeah, find that for me so I can read that. Go ahead.
That they may keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over.
So they showed them signs because the tribe of Issachar, y'all was well versed in knowing signs. And it's like the Aztecs. You know the stars, you know all this. You was able to struck like pyramids out of stuff based on the signs of the moons or whatnot, right? So God showed y'all signs. Y'all did what?
For the Most High showed them signs for them and held still the flood.
And still the flood, talking about the ocean when you came over, read.
Till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go.
It was a great way to go from Assyria. It was a very great way to go from one end of earth to the next. Read.
Namely, of a year and a half.
It took how long?
A year and a half.
If you look at the map, you can see it would take about a year and a half on a sail ship to get to this side of the world. Because there was no motors back then. A sail ship by the wind. So it took a whole year and a half to let you know it's not Africa. Some people say, well, it was Africa. No. They was already right there. It won't take long to get from Africa, from piece to piece of Africa. It'll take a long time on a sail ship to get to a different land far away. Read. Yeah. Israel United. It's on, you got a flyer? Yo, 3713 Lakeshore Drive. You know, up to by Cottons? Piggly Wiggly, yes sir. Go ahead.
Namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arsareth.
It's called what?
Arsareth.
Who got that? Who got the definition for Arsareth? Let me show you what the scholars knew. They're not teaching these people. Give me Arsareth real quick.
Jewish Encyclopedia. Arsareth, the name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the law of Moses, until the time of the restoration.
Until Christ come back and set this earth and north again. Y'all gonna be here, read.
According to 2nd Ezra, chapter 45 and verse 13, Columbus identified America with this land.
So Columbus knew he was coming to conquer. Columbus came over specifically to conquer and rape and pillage and enslave the children of God. Millions of people died from smallpox. Gave you smallpox blankets. That's in the Bible. All this stuff happened. The land ownership, all this is in the Bible because we broke God's laws at the end of the day.
Black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.